today's the first day of flying the birds in 2 separate teams. It's looking really nice and blue. Clear sky, hardly any wind, so I'm hoping this is the day that they start to fly a little bit further. So let's see how we get on. And here we've got these guys, the B team. Come on then, you lot, it's time to fly. Whoever doesn't get out and fly in this loft, I'm going to move them into this one. Well, they're not very keen to get going. There we go, come on. That's it. The loft's looking a little bit scrappy, I'm going to have to tidy up a bit here. Rubbish everywhere. There's Ryan, not Brian. These two are older birds, they should be able to get going. There you are, look. So that's it. They're circling off at the south side of the village. They've been flying since 9:40. So let's see how long we can get them flying for. But they're not around the house now, which makes a change. There was a couple that wouldn't leave the loft, so I've moved them into the B side, and we'll see how. We'll have a look at them in a bit. We're back to circling. They've been going for about 25 minutes now, and they've been circling for the last 10 minutes. So it's a bit of a shame. They did head south for about 5 minutes, and they were quite far away, but now they're just going round and round. So I don't know how much they whether they're ready for training or not. I'm not entirely convinced. So that's South Road, which is the direction my club race. So if I was to train them this week, I'll have to find there's a couple of spots that I've been thinking about that are that way. One is about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, and then the next one is about 3.5 miles. There's plenty of areas I can toss them south of here. You're getting a bit more height now, look. But obviously I don't really want to start sending them on training tosses until they know where they're coming back to. And with that, I think they heard what I was saying, because they've gone. They just gained a little bit more height then, and now they're completely out of sight. So I don't want to see them for another 20 minutes. Okay, so they weren't gone for that long. We're about 40 minutes into the flight now, so I think they're wanting to come back in. Let's see how well we can get them through the trap. Can you get them? Come on. Come on. There we go. All in. So what were we on? 25. It's about 40 minutes flying for them. They went off a few times, but not very far, so I'm not convinced they're ranging properly yet. And then we'll let these guys out in a sec. You just wait your turn. So because it's quite early, I've just given them some conditioning seed. some conditioner, and they'll have their proper meal later. Now we'll open up this one. And these have never been through this hatch before, or onto this landing board, so let's see how they go. Now we need to work out a way to open that, don't we? Right, so just let the B team out, and they've disappeared. However, only half of them. I think there's 4 that have gone out. The others that are mostly quite heavily molting, there's one on top of the loft and there's another 3 or 4 inside the loft. So we've, I think it's definitely, if they're molting, they're not really into flying. Because you can just, if you go in the loft, well, I've just been into the loft and they all look a bit tatty in there. And the ones that have flown out or gone out do look pretty good, but they're just taken off. They're nowhere to be seen. So let's see how long it takes. I've been going on 2 minutes, 25 to, so we'll see what time they come back into sight. And they might get themselves back into the A-team. This is just what I've got to do to try and work out which of the birds that are holding them back, and then I'll know which ones I can start training. There they are. They're split up a little bit, but they're still flying. I've just spotted the sparrowhawk soaring up there, pretty much to where they're heading. Might just pass us by.